help us tell you what's up.
Oh, really? That's your guy?
I just talked to him last night.
Oh, tell him I said what's up, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scotty.
I would love to have that problem, actually. Go on,
I'm not sure.
That's that 31% right there, baby. I figured it out.
It was great. You know, we got together as a group at midnight. 12 p.m. I know, right? But 12 p.m. we all got together in the theater, kind of went over some slides and just a tone we want to set, you know, in terms of what our identity will be going into the season in terms of how we approach the game, how we play the game, the defensive mindset, you know, being great teammates, being competitive. And we came out on the court and proceeded to do that. Planted the seeds, you know, for what the new Lakers, this new Lakers this year, 22-23 Lakers will look like.
What does that look like for you in these early stages as you're looking to build that foundation on the court?
I mean, there's an array of drills that we do defensively. Not so much worried about the offense right now. Just putting them through different drills and, you know, scenarios in terms of transition defensive drills, pick and roll shell, regular shell drill. We have a game we call cutthroat, where just these random rules of how to play offense will kind of restrict you. But you have to score in order to get on defense. You know, defense is where you get your points by getting stops. So again, just planting the seed, watering the plant, and hopefully it comes to fruition in a major way. I feel great about what we have on our roster. I feel great about our guys being available. We got a couple of guys out with some nicks and bruises, but for the most part, I think we're in a good place where we should be right now at this point.
Darvin, you brought up the film room meeting. Actually, JTA was talking about that. But I guess I'm curious, not that you have to give everything away,
Right.
but like, there's no film of this year's practice study. What are you sort of presenting these guys to get them fired up for a practice like this?
Well, just, you know, our mantras, our principles, like in terms of defense, like we want to contain, contest, and control. And that's contain the ball, keeping the ball out of the paint as much as possible by playing good on-ball defense. Make sure we contest shots all over the floor. Making multiple efforts to contest shots, you know, not laying on screens, not dying on screens, but fighting through screens and keeping your pursuit and getting to a contest. And people not being lazy or running off early, you know, all 5 guys, putting bodies on bodies, getting hits to control the glass. And then offensively, just, you know, talking about playing fast, playing fundamental, and having fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fast, physical, and fun. And the biggest thing with that is just running habits and spacing. And that was about the only thing we touched offensively today. It was just our new running habits, playing the 4-out, 1-in system. Different looks that's going to come out of that. Different guys in different spots, because it's sort of a positionalist basketball style. So it was good. We got a lot done. We got a lot done this first game.
Did you feel that Russ, LeBron, AD were setting the tone for these guys in terms of defensive effort?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got Brian leading the drills and warm-ups. You got him talking, verbal. Pat Bev was another one whose energy was all over the building today. Russ was great. AD was great. Brian was great. And you could see the younger guys just follow suit. So it was good, man. The energy was the practice was popping. You know, we keep a clock on it, so we're changing over. We're not belaboring any points. We get into a drill and we get right out of it. There's questions, we talk in between as we're transferring to the next drill, and we just move on. We try to be as efficient as possible.
Just to be able to paint the picture, paint the picture of the film session, are you showing the messages of how you view offense and defense and backing up with film examples, or it's more?
No, actually, you know, it's tough because the style of defense we want to play this year, they didn't play, and I wasn't going to dare show any Milwaukee Bucks clips. I'm a Laker through and through. I love my old family, but I'm a Laker. So what I did was I just showed the numbers. I got with the analytics department, got with our head video coordinator, Drew Anthem, and we sat down and went and created some slides showing what our numbers were last year. And again, hitting on certain points as we went to the next slide of what our philosophy is going to be on defense this year.
Darwin's, you've been getting ready for this. Has there been any perspective you've drawn from Bud or anyone else in your tree?
Yeah, just to take things one day at a time. You know, I talked to Quinn Snyder. He's like my pro bono coaches consultant. So he calls and checks in with me a couple of times a week. Still communicate with Bud. You know, Taylor Jenkins, Jamal Mosley, a ton of guys, Mike Brown, a ton of guys that, you know, I've got long, deep relationships with all around the league that all tell me the same thing. Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to just choose a couple of 3 things that you want to really get done and focus on that, and the rest is going to take care of itself. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint.
We're probably going to spend more time talking about starting lineups and stuff than I think you're going to think about. But there are 2, maybe 3 spots, depending on how you look at it. I assume you're comfortable with LeBron and AD starting, but with assuming.
That's the question.
The question would be, do you think that can, having opportunities in with that 5, can that inject extra competition, extra life into a training camp?
Without question. I mean, you know, we still have a spot open. So it's like, there's guys, you know, the Matt Ryans, the Dwayne Bacons, those are guys who can literally fit our team easily if they perform as they should. We'll go back and we'll you know, obviously meet about what should happen with that open spot. But in terms of our returning players and players we've signed in free agency, I think it adds a little spice to camp. And, you know, LeBron and AD are who they are, as well as Russ. And those guys are going to go after them. It's only going to make everybody better. You know, it's a controlled, competitive environment. It's not anything wild, out of control. You know, they talk their little smack here and there, but for the most part, they're out there trying to see who can execute what we're throwing at them the best, and that's the way they engage each other within that competition. And we don't cut anybody any slack, like whether it's Brian or it's Austin Reeves, it doesn't matter. If you don't do the drill properly, or you have officials here that that are assisting us and making calls. Stand firm on the call. Like, your team is off, next team on. So all of that, just dealing with all of those different, elements within a training camp practice helps boost the competition level, which helps boost the hunger for those minutes. And it's really minutes. At the end of the day, it's really minutes. People get so caught up in who's starting and this, that, and the third. And I think it's really minutes. And it's, for me, it's about who finishes the game well. That's almost just as important, if not more important, than who starts.
Players, though, when we've talked to them about it, have said that everybody to a person, I want to start. It's not the most important thing.
No
but
doubt.
But specifically, if Russ does what you kind of think he can do, do you envision him as right there with LeBron and AD in the head?
Absolutely, man. It's this narrative that's being thrown out there that I never said. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I mean, what goes on in this building, what goes on with the conversations with Rob, Russ, myself, this agent, Jeff, I don't know. It's, you have to hold your tongue a lot, choose not to speak on things, but then people draw different scenarios out of your silence.
Sure.
Which is crazy. But he was there front and center today and did well, brought a ton of great energy to the gym.
Who did you have with those three guys when you ran the ones?
I had Kareem, James Worthy, Byron Scott.
That's too many guys.
I know.
And it doesn't really positionally fit.
No, it was good.
But
It was good.
But there's no guy right now at the 2 or the 5 with them.
Not that.